Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is the morning edition of the weekly Wednesday live stream, and it's so great to be back. It's so great to be with you guys. I am excited because it is Wednesday. Let's talk American Horror Story. Now, before I start, I just want to remind you guys, come join us, cult members of AHS on Facebook, or the cult of AHS on Facebook. I'm also on social media, all of it, MaryGirl, Moody. And okay, so every Wednesday we're having morning and evening live streams. Every Sunday is Ash versus Evil Dead streams. And every Tuesday is Beyond the Horror Cult and American Horror Story reaction to it as well. And yeah, just a lot of stuff. So I have videos coming out today. I have my my house tour video done for you guys. I'm just gonna release that today for you since I hit 5K subs. And I realized that I got ready for the episode 1 review of American Horror Story Cult. I just never recorded it. So so I'm just looking for some chapstick. I feel a little chappy this morning. You guys know how it can be. But yeah, I just can't find my chapstick. So yeah, we're going to be definitely having those. And I will be uploading episode 1 later on today as well for you guys. So I'm just so happy that you guys are here. What's up, Brain Dead Rio? What's up? I'm in love with Suits Man and Boyden and Jordan. So nice to have everybody here this morning. Let's see who is participating with us. Don't forget, guys, if you were enjoying the stream, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll be here every morning or every Wednesday morning to do this. Debbie, Abby, Bobebby, welcome. Welcome to you too. So, okay, guys, let's talk about cult. I am so tired this morning. Debbie says, hey, I'm mostly dead now. Miracle Max says I can get better. Yeah, a girl named Jess. Good morning. Yeah, so it is, I went to bed at like 2 o'clock last night. Sorry, I need a little water. I went to bed last night about 2 because I realized I needed to film American Horror Story episode 1 review along with episode 2 review. And then my best friend called me right after Beyond the Horror Cult, right after I taped that with Casey and Maisie. So I was up so late last night. I was so tired. I was so dead by the time my alarm went off at 6 o'clock this morning. So if I'm so not on my game this morning, it's just because of that. I'm just tired. Let's see. I have sorry, I have some stuff going right now on my other YouTube things. So I am so excited again that we are going to be streaming tonight and talking about cults. So I posted my review, and it's early evening in Hungary where I'm in love with Suits is. And Jan says, hi, guys. Yeah, this episode was so great. So what do you guys think that you would rate? Oops, let's drop something. What do you guys think that you would rate the season so far? So I have been keeping up with the episodes. I write down actually what happens when I do my reviews because it's so much easier to keep track of everything. So yeah, I'm also still working on the video where it's proof that Ryan Murphy has read my Dellengrad trilogy and he's screwing with me. I'm feeling, oh, hey, baby girl. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Say hello to the little mini American Horror Story over here. This is little mini me. She is 100% cute, but evil. So, baby, your chocolate milk is right in front of the TV. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm going to go and give Valley her cartoons real quick. She just got up. So if you guys want to, I was just looking. real quick to see what I can share for you while I fix that for her. Oh, thank you, Blake. I appreciate it, babe. Her chocolate milk is already there. Okay, there we go. My hashtag husband supreme is taking care of the little tiny evil one for me. So I'm very appreciative. So let's see. Jan ranks the episodes, the season so far, 9 out of 10. Boyden says 10 out of 10. Jordan Wagner says a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. The Nerd and the Muffin say definitely 10 out of 10. You can absolutely up the volume for her, sweetie. And Roberto Flores says 7.5 out of 10. Brain Dead Rio says 8 out of 10. And I'm in love with Suits Man says, I loved episode 2. It was so cool. I have so many questions. Michelle Mybell says 9 out of 10. What questions do you have? I'm in love with Suits Man. Because I do have a couple of questions myself. Like, okay, so there in episode 1, Allie was talking about the fact that she did not vote for Trump, or excuse me, she didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. And this was right before Evan Peters came up and threw his latte on Allie and Ivy. So she was talking to Ivy about how she voted for like Jill Stein or something like that. Hold on. Here's your latte, bitch. It's right here on my notes. So yeah, she voted for Jill Stein. Perhaps Jill is meant to be Bernie Sanders. I have no idea. Brain Dead Rio says, why Sarah Paulson has to be the leading character on almost every season. I think they should try other actors. Brain Dead, I felt the same way with Jessica Lange. She was the head of every single season. And while she did phenomenal, they really needed to get over their obsession with Jessica Lange and kind of move on and let other stars shine, which is why I loved season 5 so much. Hotel is my favorite because right after Jessica was yanked, right after she left the show, and absolutely, this is no respect to the queen, Jessica Lange. She is phenomenal. But I was glad when she left in season 5 because it gave so many other actors a chance to shine. And even though, babe, have a great day. I love you so much. And even though, we still had Sarah Paulson playing a lead character, it didn't matter. We still had Wes Bentley playing a main character, Cheyenne Jackson, Matt Bomer, Finn Whitrock, and Lady Gaga. There were more than, and Chloe Savignon. I mean, I don't want to butcher her last name. So, Michelle Mybell says people voted for the woman in the election for real. Oh, holy shit, Michelle, I feel like an idiot. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Michelle. I really appreciate it. I realized I thought she was just another person for Bernie. I apologize. Well, Boyden says, Mary, you look amazing all the time. Not so good now. LOL. I know how it feels to be up so early. Boyden, you are so sweet. You're so honest. Because I do. I look really scruffy this morning. I've been up since 6 to get my kids up and to school. And and I went and closed my eyes a few minutes before the stream because I'm so tired. So it's, thank you all. I'm so crazy. It's so rough this morning. I think you guys should definitely expect that every morning for the weekly Wednesday live streams, I'm going to be really rough. Jan says, I think it's interesting that they changed the whole concept of season 5 after Jessica left the show. Yeah, so we get that it was supposed to be a Civil War kind of a theme. And then they changed it to Hotel because Jessica left the show. Kai says, Kai, I'm in love with Suits Man says, maybe Kai is the father of Oz, and that's why he hates Allie so much. And I guess there are more than only one cult and group of clowns. Yeah, they haven't gotten into that, so I don't know. Michelle Mybell says, I forgot if she was independent or libertarian or whatever. That was one of the candidates that we were warned would be a wasted vote. Yeah, I know, right? That's almost like why they have a third party. It's just to draw the votes away from the two major candidates. So Boyden says, Mary, one of the clowns spoke in episode 2. Maybe we could recognize the voice. That is true, Boyden. One time, one of the clouds came up and little Ozzy opened his eyes. Thank you for returning that, Princess. Little Ozzy opened his eyes and asked the clown, are you real? And he says, the clown says to him, like, no, I'm a dream. Go back to sleep, something like that. And it sounded like a man's voice, but this is the clown that looks like Allie. Or excuse me, Allie, looks like Ivy. Allie and Ivy, my goodness, their names are so together that I can't merge. I mean, they merge together like a conformed twin for me at 9 a.m. in the morning. The nerd in the muffin thinks that the clown was Harrison because he had the same body type as Harrison and the male voice. And Michelle thinks that the clowns are in the cult too. But, you know, there's obviously going to be a reason why Kai is going to target Allie. And either it's going to be random because he stumbles upon her house and he sees the bars on her windows and he thinks, oh, hello, yeah, this will be the perfect person to freak out. Because, I mean, look at her. For goodness sake, she has bars all over her windows. Because if you live in a nice, affluent neighborhood and there's bars on your windows, you have a paranoia. Now, it's not like you're in Austin, where yet if you live on Dove Spring, excuse me, because here in Austin, they call it Blood Springs because of all of the murders that used to occur on Dove Springs. So if you live on Dove Springs and you had bars on your windows, you were just being safe and cautious. But if you live in an affluent neighborhood with bars on your windows, you are a paranoid rich woman. Michelle Mybell thinks that Allie is the target because of her fear. Yeah, probably so. And the new neighbors have a beehive. Jan keeps calling Allie Shelby in her head. I know, right? I'm kind of like the same way, even though obviously she's not Shelby. I just can't kind of help but see her as Shelby in this, Roanoke colony. Okay, so guys, which reminds me, Beyond the Horror, we are having a contest where if you write, we're going to give you the name of a cult every episode of Beyond the Horror. You got to write it down, send it to Casey. If you get it right, you're entered into a drawing to win a copy of Roanoke on DVD. Now, they are pulling American Horror Story from Netflix this year, and Roanoke will not be released on Netflix due to the fact that Fox withdrew their deal from Netflix. So they're not going to be showing their programs anymore on that corporate giant. So they're yanking it and selling their own merchandise, I guess, the movies and all this stuff. They're not showing it anymore on Netflix. So here you can definitely win a copy of Roanoke. Jonas Bender already in the comments has won a copy of Roanoke. So when it gets released next month on October 3rd, it will already be in his front door. So congratulations to Jonas, because Jonas won the contest about his idea for the season 7 not theory, but like what would happen. So Jonas, as a grand prize, won a copy of Roanoke on DVD. Now, if you win Beyond the Horror, the United States winner gets a copy of Roanoke on DVD, and the international winner gets a $20 gift card for their country, so they can go to Amazon. If hopefully you have Amazon in your country, and you can purchase American Horror Story or whatever you want through Amazon. So yeah, Michelle Mybell, it's just they withdrew their contract from Netflix. They don't want to show their shows anymore, which, guys, it's inevitable. They want to make that dough. Now that Blockbuster and all of the video rental stores are gone, there's nobody paying $5 per DVD just to see 2 episodes. Okay, so I remember when True Blood, I started watching True Blood during the 2nd season. And I wanted to watch the 1st season. So it was out on DVD at Blockbuster. So the DVD obviously was like a 4 or 5 disc DVD set. So they would rent out each DVD that only had like 1 or 2 episodes on it for like $4 or $5 each. So literally, I would pay like $25 just to even watch season 1 of True Blood. And so obviously that's a lot of money. If I'm paying $25 to watch season 1 through Blockbuster, imagine how many other people are watching season 1 through Blockbuster. That was one of the most sold out shows at Blockbuster. Yeah, I know, right? Jan Kraft, Blockbuster, good times. Redbox still exists, $1.50. Right. But there is nothing like going into a video store and actually combing through their horror section and finding something that you've never seen before. So, yeah, absolutely, really, really miss Blockbuster. I used to take my kids, well, when they were much littler, when Callie and Venice were much littler, I used to take them there and they'd go rent. We'd spend $10 there. But they would get a movie, they'd get some candy, and they'd be happy for the rest of the night. They'd be content. And yeah. So Boyden says, I noticed they gave us episode 1 and 2 in the trailer. They gave us before the show. Okay, everything that happened in the trailer has already happened in the 2 episodes, if you can understand me. Yes. So the trailer that was given Boyden at the beginning of the year basically was from episode 1 and 2. So it looks like that they took just a few clips of the first few episodes of Cult and threw that together as a trailer this year rather than actually making a big fancy, trailer like they normally do for every season, except for Roanoke, obviously. Jan says, I also noticed the neighbor woman wore in the episode. It was very similar to the one the witches in the head wrap, in Coven wore, which is interesting as the heads back then were carefully chosen. Okay, so the neighbor woman, Jan is saying, what she wore in the episode is very similar to what the Supreme probably wore in Coven. Okay, I know a lot of people think that too, that she's a vampire because she kept saying something about the sun. We know that Meadow had skin cancer at one time, so that's why she is so funny about the sun. But yeah, there's still something off about that. Debbie says, my husband just found his old Blockbuster card. LOL memories, right? I still have my Blockbuster card, Debbie. I actually was going through my purse a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't realize it would turn into an architectural dig when I found my Blockbuster video rental card. See you next week, Boyden. Absolutely, no worries. You take care, you do school, take care of yourself, Boyden. It's so nice to have you here. Jiffy from the block says, I need to buy DVDs and a DVD player. Actually, from what I hear, DVDs are becoming obsolete. They're not making them anymore because it's all going to, I guess, 4D, which is like a 4 digital thing. So I don't know. I keep buying the DVDs. I'm always going to have a DVD player and a VHS player. I have a butt ton of movies on VHS. And I'm so disappointed that VHS went out of style because when I was a little tiny kid, it was $100 to buy a VHS tape. And you're probably thinking, what? Yeah, I remember my parents going to buy our first VHS tape, and that was Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry. And this was when VHS players, like when you hit the button, like the VHS players, they sprung up from the top. So you had to put the VHS movie in and then push it down at the top of the machine. I am so old school. I even had 8 tracks, people. I'm serious. You're probably thinking, Jesus, Mary, you're that old? But yes, I am. I roamed with the dinosaurs, people. Take it easy, Jiffy from the blocks. It's so nice to see you here. Jan says, the sun thing was odd, but I don't think it's a big deal in the end. I think Ryan just wants to troll us, says Jan. Right? Absolutely. Michelle says, I need a new Blu-ray player. My VHS player always breaks. I replace it all. So I replaced it all with DVD. I know, right? VHS tapes, they actually had the tapes inside it. So those could warp, they could bend, they could bust. VHS tapes were not so great. At least DVDs are a little bit more solid. At least if like you make a scratch on a DVD, you can just get some turtle wax and just, turtle wax around it, and then you're good to go. Debbie says, girl, was that a Betamax? Right? No, it wasn't Betamax. We never did Betamax. I remember when they tried to make Betamax popular, but it just did not work. Betamax was basically, guys, a smaller version of a VHS tape that could go into a smaller version of a VHS player. Betamax was just something that was supposedly a more technologically advanced version of a VHS player for the late 70s, early 80s, but just never took off. Just like the CD was a better version of cassette tapes. However, CDs definitely took off. I remember being in Walmart when CDs came out, and if you wanted to actually look at the CDs, you had to stick your hand. Okay, so the CDs are in this plastic, this big plastic container display case, and there were big clear plastic panels, and you had to put your hand through certain holes in the panels so that way you could lift up the CD and look at it and turn it around and put it back down. You could never take it out because it wouldn't fit through the hole. And only the people who worked at the store could open the case so you could actually get the CD that was in there. And that's when CDs came, and like they're in these big square things, and then these little white plastic things were attached to it. So it was like a CD that was like this long because of the plastic. So yeah, absolutely. It's so crazy. Yeah, absolutely, guys. I definitely think Pedro is dead. Absolutely. R.I.P. Pedro. If he is alive, that would be fantastic. But it does seem that the justice for Pedro is coming from the fact that Allie shot him at the end of episode 2. Now, obviously, it was a mistake. She was frightened and she shot before looking. However, I mean, that's just another thing about fear. Fear made Allie so scared that she didn't even think rationally. She just opened her door and shot her gun. It could have been Ivy standing there. It could have been a police officer. She has no idea who was on the other side of that door. All she knows is that she opened it and shot it. I mean, my God. I mean, how would you feel if you just went out to go hang with your friend for just like a couple of hours, or you were just doing her a favor, bringing her something, and she opened the door and just shot you because she was so scared she thought you were somebody else? I mean, I can completely see the ramifications that are going to come and be dealt back to Allie from all of this. So yeah, I'm very loving this new season with the no supernatural elements, but I do believe that there is some underlining causes of supernatural elements in this season. And let me explain. At the beginning of episode 1, Winter Anderson is portrayed as a young woman who she went to Vassar. She wanted Hillary to win. She cares about her rights. She cares about her country. But then all of a sudden, she starts bringing cookies to the little boy that she's babysitting while she shows him how to, dead bodies and murder videos. I mean, okay, so we were talking last night, and one of the viewers said that maybe Winter is not possessed because since that's like a supernatural element. Maybe she has been hypnotized by Kai when they did the pinky to pinky, flesh to flesh. Maybe he had some sort of a way to manipulate her, something such as that. I'm not sure, but I thought that the hypnotism was a very great idea. Jesus says that I have hope because with Roanoke, they show us that they are capable of doing whatever they feel like doing. Absolutely. Which means that right now, Jesus, they have absolutely no censorship. They can say fuck so much if they want to. I mean, they have such great censorship right now no censorship on the show. It's phenomenal. It's awesome. Jan says, I think the cult will be way different than what we expect. Okay. And Michelle says, if Kai is a red herring, that will be cool. to see how the real cult unfolds. That really would be cool. So what if like the storyline isn't actually focusing on Kai and him being the leader of the cult? What if that's, what if he's just some guy actually running, for city council, and it has nothing to do with the clowns? That's probably in itself just as scary. When Jan says, I think Winter and Kai had something like a bet or so, and she lost. Yeah, probably. And plus, they have the same last name, so something tells me that they are definitely related or cousins. And she says that Kai scares her the most. So I definitely seem like they have grown up together, that she knows him. So, yeah, you don't really know what's going on here. So I really cannot wait to see how the rest of the season unfolds. Guys, due to the fact that it is still quite early for me and I am so tired, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream soon. I do promise you, though, again, we're going to keep going on the hour. I'm just, wow. Like I said, I did not expect, I just can't believe that I forgot to record episode 1, the review. And then I record episode 2, and I made a couple of mistakes in it, which I know a lot of people love to tell me in the comments, like the little mistakes that I made in my review videos. And a lot of people don't understand that, like, I'm up at 5:30 in the morning every morning, making my kids breakfast from scratch, getting them to school before the bell rings at 7:30, getting them up, dressed. My husband helps, making sure that everything's packed, shoes are found, everything's ready to go. And yeah, and then so staying up until 2 and then getting up just a couple of hours later to wake up again and make the kids breakfast from scratch. Wow, I am so tired. I am so looking forward to going upstairs and crawling in bed for a little bit. I'm in love with Suits says, I was laughing at the fingering scene. So yeah, there was a scene where Winter was seducing Allie, and she seduced her, obviously. She just showed a tiny bit of her flesh, just her midsection, and Allie crumbled. So Winter ran a bath for Allie, and they're upstairs in the bathtub. And Winter starts washing Allie's back, and it turns into a scene where Winter says that she won't tell Ivy, and then so she starts doing that with Allie. Obviously, there is something wrong with Allie and Ivy's relationship if she is going to let her nanny be inappropriate with her. So, Brain Dead Rio says, so everyone who gets into the pinky gets hypnotized. I think it's highly possible, especially now that she did that. She did the pinky thing with Little Ozzy. I definitely think Little Ozzy now has been hypnotized. I think he's definitely under her spell. So I think it just started with Kai, and he infected Winter, and Winter is basically now infecting Ozzy, and it's just going to go from there. Michelle said the tub scene seemed like Winter setting Allie up. Probably so. I mean, she did look like she was doing that on purpose. Okay, guys, so I wanted to say a couple of things real quick. Don't forget, guys, that every Wednesday we're doing the live streams for American Horror Story, weekly Wednesday live streams, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Sundays belong to Evil, so it's Behind the Evil, Ash versus Evil Dead streams. Then every Tuesday is Beyond the Horror Cults. And then, of course, I do my reaction videos for American Horror Story, that episode that day. And all of these videos and streams and all of that stuff are only because of my patrons. And my patrons are amazing people who help donate to the channel, that pay for the prizes and help update the camera and all that stuff, so that way I can stream and make better videos. So I want to give a huge shout out to Demi Farr, Alicia George, Don Ford, John Canoni, Ethan Furness, Debbie Ebby Bobebby, Eddie Banian, Anthony Wyatt, Lisa Lee, Nick Bowe, Sharon Wybe, Mally Larson, and Madison Luke. Guys, even $1 earns you major rewards as my Patreon. You get exclusive access to live streams, videos, chats, all that stuff. So even $1 earns you all of that stuff. Now, to win the contest stuff, there is a reward where your name is entered twice into every single drawing. So the contest that we have for Beyond the Horror, where you can win Roanoke on DVD, my patrons who are on the level to earn the double contest entries, they get their names entered in the contest twice without having to do anything. And then if they follow the contest rules and put their name in, they get another entry. So that's 3 times. They are 3 steps ahead of everybody just because they are a patron and they earn that reward. So I just want to say that the link to the Patreon account is in the description. Please help it out, or please go check it out. Again, every dollar pays for the prizes. Yeah, go ahead, baby. Pays for the prizes. It pays to improve the channel. You go ahead, baby. You can play with your phone. Oh, what?
This is not working.
Okay, I'll help you in just a second, sweetie. So thank you all so much to everybody that does donate to the Patreon. And because don't forget that if you were liking the videos, please thumb it up. I would greatly appreciate it. And Debbie says, well, in Roanoke, it's Mary Shelley, though. A mention of Tesla coils. Yeah. Travis says, I see it coming already. American Horror Story cult lesbian porno parody. Allie in Winter. Yeah. Okay. Well, you can play right over there. Oh, stop burping at everybody. Silly. What's that, Peachy? Just came from school. We are about to wrap up the stream, guys. I am so tired. So don't forget, guys, be a Patreon, donate today, and earn exclusive rewards. Like I said, even $1 earns you a huge reward package. So thank you all so much for everything you do and for watching the videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that way you'll get a notification before I go live. Don't forget to hit that hashtag like spike. And yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. I gotta go and finish with the house tour video. I got it already. I just got to finish editing it and then I got to upload it. Same thing with the episode 1 review. So please expect videos today from me and weekly Wednesday horror or weekly Wednesday live stream for American Horror Story tonight at 9 p.m. That one will definitely be for an hour. I'm just so tired right now. I literally got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So I am so tired. I can barely function right now. So if you guys would like a shout out, please go ahead and put that into the comments so that way I can see it and give you a shout out. Thank you so much, Michelle My Bell. I will definitely get a little rest. So yeah, I just love doing this. I love getting up at 5:30 in the morning, making my kids breakfast from scratch. I love getting them to school and then barely getting myself together to live stream at 9. I love doing all of this stuff. I miss writing. That's something I'm definitely going to do probably this weekend. Mondays Are Murder. Season 1 is done right now. So I'm going to start back with the How to Write and Publish Your Novel series again. Mondays Are Murder will return probably in a couple of months. And again, guys, that's a video series where I highlight unsolved and unknown crimes, disappearances. So please go check those out. You can definitely help solve a crime. And they're supposed to be really scary and creepy. That's my intention of them. So I really hope that you guys feel that they are. So, okay. Thank you so much, Debbie. Ebby Babebby. She's telling everybody to smash that like button. Okay. So let's see. Okay, shout out to Brain Dead Rio. Shout out to Debbie Babebby, who is also one of my patrons. Guys, thank you so much to Debbie because, again, thanks to her generous donations, I'm able to do these live streams and start improving my channel and pay for the prizes that go out to you guys. So thank you so much. Shout out to Brain Dead Rio. Shout out to Darius, Michelle, My Bell. Michelle says, I have no kids. My insomnia kicks my butt. Can't imagine keeping up with kids, says Michelle. You know, Michelle, my husband has really terrible insomnia too. I understand that's something he's had for his entire life. He has to take heavy medication at night in order to put him to sleep. So I understand. He's had this. This is something that he's been working with doctors for so many years. So I understand how you go through that. It's terrible to just lay in bed and not be able to sleep. I mean, it's one thing when you wake up and you're like, man, I need more sleep. But it's another thing when you wake up and you're like, damn, it's morning already. I didn't sleep a wink again. I mean, that sucks. So Michelle, my belle, you have my love. You have my great karma. And I hope you're able to get some really great sleep. Darius, hello to you and shout out to you. Everyone read Ozymandias as a homework. I guess that was like a poem that was mentioned in the episode last night. Michelle says, jealous, they won't give me drugs. Michelle, you're probably very young. My husband is like 42, 43. So he's been battling insomnia literally for 30 years. And they didn't start giving him the medication until he was in his 20s. So yeah, it's probably due to the fact, Michelle, that you are tremendously young. So no worries. I just really hope that you feel better. Darius, you are not late. I am just so tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night after doing the reviews and the streams. So I'm just going to end the stream just a little bit early tonight. Michelle says, no, I'm 40. Well, you're still pretty damn young, Michelle. You're still pretty young if you're 40. Then, Michelle, I would definitely call my doctor and I would demand something. They've got to listen to their patient. At that point, they've got to do what you tell them. And if you're demanding something to help you sleep at night, they have no choice, but they've got to help you. So I hope that it works out. Call your doc. Let them know that you're having some severe problems and that you just can't function without the sleep. And it's severely impacting you to a breaking point. And at that point, they're going to have to do something for you. Guys, thank you so much again for being here. Let me give one last shout out to my participants. Brain Dead Rio, Darius, Debbie, Ebby Babery, Gary K, Sunlight, Michelle, and Tommy. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget, I'll be posting videos today and all that stuff. Don't forget to like it. Thank you all so much. You were all so awesome. I love streaming with you guys. You were all amazing, and I will see you guys later on tonight. Everybody get some good sleep and showers, and we'll come back together tonight. Bye, everybody.